Today we're going to find some simple probabilities. When you think about probability, the probability of an event is always between 0 and 1. The closer a probability is to 1, the more likely it is to occur. Things that are impossible end up having a probability of 0. Things that are going to happen no matter what have a probability of 100%. An example of a probability equaling 0 would be like if you had a dice and you rolled it, the probability of rolling an 8 would be impossible because there is no 8 on a regular 6-sided cube. The probability of rolling, let's say, a number between 1 and 6, that's going to happen no matter what, and so that means the probability is equal to 1. It is certain to occur. Let's go ahead and practice finding some probabilities. Here I have a number cube with the numbers 1 to 6. Let's say that we roll this number cube one time. What is the probability of rolling a 2? Well, the first thing you need to do is say to yourself how many 2s are on a dice. There's only one of them. There's 1 2 out of how many sides total? 6. So our probability of rolling a 2 is 1 out of 6. What is the probability of rolling a prime number? Well, thinking about all the numbers on a dice, our options are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1 is not a prime number. 2 is. 3 is. Not 4, because 2 times 2 is 4. 5 is also a prime number, but not 6. So that would be 3 prime numbers out of 6 numbers total, which equals 1/2. So our probability of rolling a prime number is 1/2. What is the probability of rolling an odd number? Again, taking a look at our numbers, the odds are 1, 3, and 5. So that would be 3 odd numbers out of 6 numbers total, which is also 1/2. And what is the probability of rolling a 0? Well, that's impossible because there are no zeros on the sides of a number cube. So we say the probability is 0. Okay, now it's your turn. Go ahead and pause the video, answer the following 4 problems, and then play the video to check your answers. Okay, let's go ahead and check them. The probability of rolling a 4? Well, there's only 1 4 out of 6 sides total, so that would be 1/6. The probability of rolling a number less than 4. If we take a look at our numbers here, how many of them are less than 4? 1 is, 2 is, 3 is. 4 is not less than 4, so we do not include 4. That would be 3 out of 6 total, which is 1/2. Next, the probability of rolling an even number. 2, 4, and 6, those are our even numbers, so that's 3 even numbers out of 6, which is 1/2. And lastly, the probability of rolling a 3 or a 6. That would be 2 out of 6, which is 1/3. And lastly, now let's go ahead and do an example where we have a spinner. Notice on this spinner that all 4 sections are equal size. If I were to spin this spinner one time, what is the probability it would land on green? Well, how many green pieces are there in the spinner? 1. Out of how many pieces total? 4. So my probability would be 1/4. The probability of getting a red or a blue, together there are 2 reds and blues out of 4 total, so that would be 1/2. Next, the probability of getting a yellow. There are no yellow spaces on our spinner, so that means our probability is 0. And lastly, the probability of getting not red. So if I take out the red one, I have 3 other options out of 4 total. So my probability is 3/4. Okay, now it's your turn. Go ahead and pause the video, answer the following 4 questions, and then play the video again to check your answers. Okay, here we go. Probability of rolling a 9. There is 1 9 out of 10 numbers total. So that's a probability of 1/10. The probability of rolling a 7 or an 8, there's 2 of those out of 10, which makes a probability of 1/5. A probability of getting a number greater than 2. How many numbers are greater than 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be 8 out of 10, which is 4/5. And lastly, the probability of not getting a green one. So we count all the ones that are not green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would be 8 out of 10, which is 4/5. Nice job.